Hi, welcome to another webisode of Creativity is Contagious with Kimbo Daniel. I'm here to recap a few projects that I had worked on in the past and finally have brought them to completion, and some I still have in the process. Plus, I just wanted to share some tips and ideas that I have gained over the years from other people and reading and just life in general. It's winter time, and I'm just trying to find things to keep me warm, and staying busy usually does the trick. So just wanted to share something really neat that I have recently found out about, and I knew that it existed but had never tried it, did not know how it worked. And what it is basically is a canvas, a cloth that you can print on either graphics or photographs, and you can print on it in your home personal computer's printer. It's wonderful. It's like a dream come true for me because I'm always doing lots of projects, and trying to find someone that will actually print on specialty paper like at a print shop is not as easy as it sounds. Sometimes they say that it will burn up their printer, so they don't want to experiment with anything that they haven't tried before. But this is something really cool, and I have been working on a quilt for my son, and I needed to just see if it would work and do a little bit of experimentation. And so I did on a project for myself, just kind of an art project, and it's kind of goofy, but what it is it's a lot of photos of myself, and I put them in succession, sort of an order, and I'm making faces. I'm just making lots of different faces, and I believe that I'm going to title this piece Mood Swing, which is something that women experience maybe more than men. I don't know. I think that we can all blame our behavior on a mood swing once in a while. But it was just kind of a fun way to make fun of ourselves, make fun of myself in general. I'm making crazy, crazy faces. I really don't want to show it to you up close, because then you'll realize that maybe I am as crazy as you all thought that I was in the first place. Here's proof. But what you do is you print it out on the printer, and then you hand wash it, and you lay it to dry, and then you iron it, and then it's ready to use. It's awesome. I love it, and hopefully you can find some product like this in your craft store and try it yourself. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is a piece that's still in progress, but I introduced you to it in Webisode number 3, where I had gone out to the barn and was trying to choose some recyclable materials to create a sculpture, one of my people sculptures. So let me show you that. Then I'm going to take you on a tour and show you a few other things that might help keep you busy and warm during this cold winter. Thanks again for tuning in. All right, I don't know what I'm going to name this fella, but he began mainly with that bug zapper in mind. Didn't know how I was going to use it, but I could envision it as a head. So that's what that is, and I've used other pieces to create the rest of his torso. That bike wheel, I think, was shown to you also, and down to his feet. And I'm using old shoes, some of my son's old shoes, and some old tape dispensers. I hate to throw things away. These things will just end up in our landfills if we don't recycle them. Now, I found another new medium to work with. This is awesome. I'm so excited about it. But we had some visitors this winter. I'm sure that all of you have had the unwanted guests from time to time, and I'm talking about mice. Up underneath our kitchen sink they got in, so I took the foam, the extra foam that you spray, and used it as part of my medium here, and I've painted over it, so you really can't tell what it is, but when it squirts out, it's usually white. You can see a little bit of it inside there. But I went crazy with the stuff. I had a lot left over, and I was using numerous cans, so I also wanted to use it and not waste any of it, and so I put it on another piece that I just created randomly, and I had been wanting a statement piece for our living room, and this has a theme to it. I wanted it to be about love and about hatred is not a good thing, so Everybody just try to get along. And this is called Love Lives Here. It's made with lots of pieces. It's very hard for you to see this. I wish that you could see it in person, but there are feathers. The foam is the high, thick texture that you see in the background. And it's actually what I painted first, or what I used first. I just had raw lumber, and I took that foam, and I'm going to back up a little bit. Maybe you can see it. But I wrote with the foam, "Hate ain't good." And I don't know if you can see it, but it says hate ain't good. And that is a very good rule to live by. Hate is not good, and love, love is the answer. So everybody just try to get along. All right. One more thing I want to show you. Sorry about the close-up. I know it's kind of scary to see my face, you know, that close in your face. Here we go. Popcorn. What a wonderful way to stay warm during the winter, and a healthy snack. My dad sent me about a case of popcorn. And we had a sweet little young visitor at our house not long ago, and I asked him, I said, "How do you make popcorn? I'm going to show you a neat thing." And he said, "Well, you make it in the microwave." I said, I'm going to show you another way to make it, and it's the way that we made it when I was a kid. And he said, "Oh, on the stove?" And I said, "Yes, but look at this. I have a thing called the Whirly Pop, and here it is. And you twirl that handle as it starts popping, and inside, I don't think you can see it, but it twirls around, and it keeps the popcorn from sticking. And I've found that it is delicious if you make it with coconut oil. I've tried a few different oils, and they're, you know, they all have different flavors. Now, what I'm showing you here may look like a pile of rubble, trash, what have you. I know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. But I'm going to show you a few things and talk about it and tell you real quick. I think I'm about to run out of time, though, on the camera, so I want to make this kind of quick. Old soda bottles, old game board boxes, old fast food packages, as long as they're clean. All of these things kind of represent youth to me for some reason, and I'm going to incorporate them into the Bug Zapper dude. I think that he's going to be a reflection of a teenager growing into manhood, because they crossed over from childhood into teenagehood, into adulthood, and then on into man or womanhood. And I just want to use these things to kind of represent those. I have old toys in here and lots of things. And as that sculpture, the Bug Zapper head dude, progresses, I'll continue to share that with you. One more thing I want to show you very quickly as I say goodbye is the end of a piece that I was painting on. I already have it framed. It's not finished, but a true artist never feels as if their art is finished. It's the boot and spur that I was working on in another past webisode. Thanks again for tuning in to Creativity is Contagious. Check out our website at www.kimbohenia.net. And that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time, and just continue to be creative, because creativity is contagious. There it is. And we're off.